Okay, so we got done with the Wall Street event, which is crazy, the stock exchange. And welcome back to a Saturday. Since we have our Saturdays back, today is about posting a YouTube video, and this morning I was sending out to some of the investors' birthdays. Sometimes you keep your VCs close, like there was this VC I was starting a conversation with, and it was like her birthday, so. And you wish them a birthday. It's all about the close connections. And weekends are the best time to spend time doing that. That way you can actually build. You can start a connection with a good connection in general with your VCs in general. And today it's all about that. Since it's Saturday, it's a lot about strategy, rethinking about restarting the VC outreaches. Now focusing a lot on California, some in New York, only angels in New York, and VCs in California in general. That would be the go-to plan. But yeah, let's get this day started. Okay, we got done with our content. YouTube weekly vlog is posted, and I had time to speak to my parents. Today's Mother's Day. It's always important to catch up with your family, and the more uncertainty there's in your life, the more it's grounding and important to actually reach out to your close friends, parents, because that's what I've actually learned from the highest performance. They actually catch up a lot with their family, loved ones. That becomes grounding for you as you actually go to an increasing phase. If you're scaling something big, it's really important to really catch up with your family in general. And yeah, currently I'm catching up with a friend. Today's Saturday, taking it chill. We're just sending some messages on LinkedIn, and just doing minor work, nothing major in general, and also trying to wrapping up a Saturday. Just finished watching the Michael Jackson movie, which was crazy, honestly super inspirational. And sometimes just doing things unrelated to business, you can find inspiration everywhere, honestly speaking. Met a friend today. This Saturday was very nice. It's not always about work. You really have to take time, and downtime is also still productive at the same time, because long term you get inspiration everywhere. So it was such a great weekend in general. It was an amazing weekend. Progress towards it being good in general. And it's not always about the hustle. It's also you have to take downtime. It's literally part of the long-term game in general. Okay, we are back to the cold DMs, and Mondays starting the day with cold DMs and outreaches is the best thing, because it's the most productive day you can do is sales in general. And then we'll continue on managing internal stuff, but always external outreaches is the one that basically grows the company. So it's all about that. Let's get it done. Almost got done with most of the events. Just one call left, but this event starts early. It's at the New York Stock Exchange here on Wall Street, so I've never been to the stock exchange itself. So let us head in. I wasn't sure if the event was happening here, because the security is crazy, and there's 100 people already signed up for the event, which is crazy. But yeah, let's head in and let's see how this event goes. Okay, so we got done with the Wall Street event, which is crazy, the stock exchange. It has multiple floors, really feels like a library rather than exchange downstairs. Is crazy, but the building has multiple floors, and there's very historic looking buildings down there. But the event was more about video generation, which I'm not super interested about. There's an IBM event happening about LLMs, so we're heading out to IBM. We got all the content we need at the stock exchange, which is perfect. Now all we need is to get to the actual event where interesting stuff is happening, and it's the IBM LLM event is more interesting. I wouldn't have came to the event if this was not a stock exchange. So we did see the stock exchange inside of it, what it looks like. It's crazy, but yeah, now let's head out to the actual event.
Later on after the speakers, so happy to
just taking a quick break from the event, and just seeing this view. And I'm literally remembering 7 years ago, it was all about I was literally trying to manifest this when I was in Ethiopia, in my room, literally just manifesting a New York business, running it. And at the moment it doesn't feel like it's huge, it's been a long way, but now it's almost like I'm living my dream, but it's not fully there yet. It's on the journey, but it's like if you mix like gratitude with more manifestation, more belief, and more literally delusion. You need delusion to create whatever you want to create. That's how you basically get there. But you really have to kind of like find the sweet balance between gratitude and delusion, and mixing those two is like the best things. But yeah, taking in the sun, it's literally spring. These views are amazing. But yeah, sometimes you also have to take time to just be grateful. With the IBM event today has been a crazy day, from the New York Stock Exchange to IBM. It was a great event. It was all about LLMs. More AI people showed up, and most importantly, it's great to catch up with some part of the community, some who are AI consultants, running an AI consultancy. But it's super interesting, honestly. It was amazing meeting everyone. Now ending the night, today's been productive, and for my high school self, this would have been the dream. So it's like literally living the dream for that younger self, or younger me in general. But yeah, other than that, tomorrow we'll be back to our cold outreaches, continuing it. And Thursday is like the big day where we kind of will see if we are closing this round or not. We'll continue. It's all about continuing in general. Let's end the night. Really got done was work for today. We sent out 50 more emails today. Also, we had our Teams call, and then it was also exciting seeing OpenAI and the other companies getting into AI consulting. We literally started a company as an AI consulting company 2 years ago. Now, the frontier labs like Anthropic and OpenAI are just getting into consulting because they're realizing you actually need a hands-on implementation. But now next they'll realize it's actually all about workforce upskilling that has more impact than just the technical work in general. So yeah, currently I'm heading out to a funders and founders event. It's a mixer. Supermoon, one of our pilot clients, is also hosting the event, which is amazing. We'll actually meet their team too. Yeah, let's head out. Okay, we got done with the event. Met great people. Met one of our pilot customers, Supermoon, which is exciting. They were also sponsoring the event, so always great meeting your clients. I love meeting our clients in general. But yeah, now ending the day. Tomorrow there is no event. There's only one OpenClaw event happening on Thursday. I will only focus on investor events in general. So yeah, ending the day. Welcome back to another day. Today is a Wednesday. Today we have an interview with the VP of Sales position, and then we have our Teams call. Later on, I'm meeting an alumni who works at Oliver Wyman. She's also an associate, almost a partner out there. So this is like a second person. She's more working. There's a PE event happening here in New York, in Tribeca. So we might go there. She's doing a keynote speech. We might attend her keynote speech if we get in, because I found about the event last minute, so I didn't do all the registration and stuff. But we'll meet her. Okay, we got to the event. I'm hopping on Teams calls. I just missed Annie. She just left, and we literally missed in a few minutes. I had to hop on our Teams call. She was on another call, and then when I got onto the call, she left, which is sad. But we probably talked about scheduling a call, and we'll probably schedule a call soon. But yeah, now hopping on the two calls. One is a potential client, the other is an interview for the VP of Sales, and then we'll probably network a bit, and then we'll head out and we'll end the day.
Which is a conversation with great partners. We're talking a lot about
ending the night. Today was a crazy day, going on this PE event. Most of this, even like elite rooms that you get into, what I learned is that most of these people are not that special. They're not that smart. They just believed in themselves. And what most people are lacking is not the smartness, or there's a lot of special people, but you just have to believe in yourself. Honestly, that's literally what I learned. And if you have a dream, just believe in yourself. You could literally get there by just belief. That's what most people lack in general. So just, you know, do believe in yourself more, and you can get places if you do in general. Ending the night tomorrow, I was working on, you know, the numbers, like detailed use of funds for our tomorrow's meeting with Kevin the Angel, which is exciting. Looking forward to it. And it's always better to over prepare than to under prepare. So, you know, just going over the numbers, making sure everything's right, making sure everything's detailed. That way, you know, even if the meeting doesn't go that detailed, that's perfect. If it goes, then, well, we're prepared in general. So having a line item for everything is really important in general. But yeah, let us head out.